So here is another example of a rational function, and we're going to find the domain of this function. So when I say domain, I'm looking for all the x values that I can plug into this function to get a valid answer. So what are all the x's that I'm allowed to plug into this function? And what do I mean by that? If I see an x in the denominator, then I have to wonder if there is a value that I can plug in which will make the denominator equal to 0. That's always something we need to worry about. Any real number can be plugged into this function with the exception of those numbers that will make the denominator 0. So we're trying to find out if we have any of those x's that will make the denominator 0, which means we have to solve this equation. And very quickly we can see that this is not an easy, it's not an expression that can be factored easily. So we're going to use the quadratic formula to figure this out. That is the A, that's the B, and that's the C. And what do I mean by that? I'm comparing it to the standard form of the quadratic equation. Ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. So A equals 1, B equals 6, and C equals 2. So now we're going to plug in these numbers into the quadratic formula. Minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So we have x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So this is equal to minus 6 plus or minus the square root of 36 minus 4 times 2, 8 divided by 2, and that's equal to minus 6 plus or minus the square root of 28 divided by 2. This is equal to minus 6 plus or minus, we want to see if there are any squares hiding inside of 28, so we factor it. 7 times 4 divided by 2. So that is equal to square root of 7 times the square root of 4 divided by 2, and that's equal to negative 6 plus or minus radical 4 is 2, so that's 2 radical 7 divided by 2. Factor the 2 out of the numerator. 2 3s are 6 plus radical 7 divided by 2. Cancel the 2's, and that should be a plus or minus. So now we have two values for x. So, and remember, after doing all this work, we have to remember why we are doing it. We're trying to find if there's an x that would make the denominator 0. It looks like we've found two such numbers. So x is negative 3 plus or minus radical 7. So this is the same as saying x could be negative 3 plus radical 7 or negative 3 minus radical 7. So there are two values of x, And both are real numbers. Remember, radical 7 is perfectly real. There's no negative inside the radical sign. So we have all reals except the numbers -3 minus radical 7, -3 plus radical 7. So these are the two exceptions. These are the two numbers that cannot be plugged into the function that we started with, which is f of x equals 1 over x squared plus 6x plus 2.